Hello friends, Kokomojo here. I finished a 20 weekly no leaver with some of my friends, so I'm pretty excited about today's vault, so I figured I'd make a video and share it with you. I only have the rogue, and I'm opening it in outlaw loot spec since that's what I'm playing in almost every dungeon right now. So let's see what we get. A little disappointing. I already have a tier helm, so this would save me a lot of valor upgrading it, but I really wanted a different tier piece here. Let's see. I mean, these are pretty good boots. And then this belt is also fine, I guess. I'm gonna have to sim this one, and we'll see what we end up getting here. So let's see. Let me pull this up. I'm gonna go over to raid bots. I'm gonna find my tune here. All right, so this is the way I end up doing this. So I'm gonna make a bunch of gear sets, one with each of the items. Vault Delver's Wizard at 421. And then I'll add a new gear set. And what was the other item? Foot pads of the Swift Balestra. And that was at 418. And none of these have tertiaries, yeah. None of them have tertiaries, right? Essential Forgotten Duty. Forgotten Duty. And that one was at 415. Alright. Since I only play M+, I'm going to be doing this in D-Slice. I leave everything else as default and don't pick any of the buffs. And the way I end up doing this is I'll copy the SimC input to clipboard and run it locally. And then also I'll usually also just run it on raid bots as well, but on Vault Day this is really quite slow. Actually, I need to get the latest SimC, so I'm gonna snag this. All right, so over in SimC, we'll just open up a new Sim tab, paste that in, and it's basically going to copy from my character and whatever's in the WoW Armory, and then there's going to be a few different copies with different items subbed out for the different items that I have in my vault. Then go ahead and click Simulate and wait, and then I'm also going to head over here and just run it in raid bots as well, and we'll see how long each of them take. Oh, Raidbots queue is currently unavailable due to high traffic or server problems. Feels bad. I do like Raidbots overall. I like the Top Gear feature. This is really quite nice to be able to just pick whatever's best in your bags. I also like the interface for configuring the sims and then just getting the SimC input. But I actually end up running most of my sims locally, just from Simulation Craft. You just go and grab whatever's the latest nightly build and run it locally. It takes usually a little bit more time than it would take to run on raid bots. In terms of like once the sims start, the total sim runtime is a little bit longer locally, but the actual amount of time it takes is usually not that bad, and you can run as many things as you want without needing to wait in line. All right, so the sim results are in, and this is kind of what I expected. The 421 tier helm is the biggest DPS increase. It's an almost 800 DPS increase over what I have now, which is kind of nice because I was actually planning on spending my Valor on this tier helm. I simmed all of the items that I was thinking of spending Valor on and found that this one would be the best one to spend my Valor on to upgrade my DPS. So I was about to spend Valor on it last week and then figured, I'm like only a couple of days away from the vault. I might as well wait and see in case I get a tier helm. So I think I feel pretty lucky. I'm going to get to dump a bunch of Valor into this whetstone, which is kind of a little low item level, but it's okay. I'll spend a bit of valor on it and get it upgraded. So we should be in good shape there. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this, and we get a 19 key. The affixes this week: fortified, spiteful, grievous, thundering. I think this is going to be 19 ruby life pools. That's actually, I think that's going to be a fun key. Yeah, so I think the biggest thing this week is going to be making sure that we're not dying to spiteful. That's definitely going to be a pretty tough thing. The main thing that I recommend getting is a spiteful weak aura that will pop up right above your head and show the number of spiteful mobs that are targeting you. This is super, super helpful. It also makes a sound cue, and you can change whatever the yeah, so whenever it triggers, it's gonna play some sound, and this is super helpful. This shows you when you're getting targeted. We're going to be pressing evasion almost on cooldown this week, so it's definitely a week that you want to be taking evasion instead of gouge if you're deciding between those two. And also, we're going to be, I think, casting a lot of kidney shots as well. So you can kidney full kidney spiteful mob that's targeting you to get some uptime. Or if there's, one of your teammates is about to get smacked by a spiteful, you can save them also by hitting those spitefuls with a kidney as well. But yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty good week. It should be relatively fast, although I will say that spiteful grievous as a healer is kind of a rough affix combo, because you're going to be spending a lot of mana to keep up with the grievous healing. And then Spiteful is going to be keeping you in combat longer and longer than you would normally be in combat. So getting drinks is pretty tough. I think this is going to be a really good week to be a Night Elf, honestly, because you can Shadow Meld and drop combat and start drinking right away, which is going to be really high value. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's going to be a fast week for everyone except for healers. It's going to be maybe a little tough for healers, and the extra mana requirements and time to drop combat and drink is going to, I think, slow things down a little bit, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, this is our vault for the week. I'll just go ahead and equip the item now. I'll save this. What are we at now? 404 item level. We're looking pretty big. I'm pretty excited about this one, and I think it's going to be a good week overall. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. I hope you get some awesome items in your vault.